Okay, today I want to dive into some different. It's something that we haven't talked about. And we gonna talk today about evolution. Say it with me, evolution. Okay, evolution. What is evolution? Is it real? Is it not real? Is it real? Is it not real? How does it work? We're gonna dive into all that. Okay. So back then people used to believe that we was made by God, and we was made by God, and we was created to do whatever, this and that, and we were just created as we are, and there hasn't been any change to our physical features, and there hasn't been any change to our intelligence or whatever. So we have just stayed the same day where we was born, the way we was made. That's what they believe. Yeah, but like as science kept as science kept progressing, as people kept learning, more people started understanding that you know maybe there wasn't no God that created us. Maybe we we have evolved throughout the time. They start having those ideas, and some of them even came up with the creation of the world, like the Big Bang Theory. Okay, the Big Bang Theory is that you know the world came out of nothing. Okay, so it was just a big explosion, and then boom, things were spread everywhere. Okay, and that's how it started. And according to the Big Bang Theory, and life started on Earth like 4.1 billion years ago. Okay, that's when life started on Earth. But some people have different theory on the the actual time where life, that when life started here on Earth. Okay, but at the same time, life for human, when they look at skulls and what they find here on Earth, like skeletons and fossils, of ancient things, we have some ancient human skulls, and they found one in Ethiopia, they found one in Tanzania, then I found some in Europe too, and that's just they just keep finding like skulls of like old, really old humans, so we have like we are Neanderthals. What is it Neanderthal? I'm not gonna get into all that, like I'm not going to get into the specific, humans that they have found, okay? But they found Lucy in Ethiopia, okay? And that's from three that's from 3 million years ago, okay? They find her skull, whatever, and they have also found other humans 2 million years ago, from 2 million years ago, or from 1 million years ago, and they find skulls from like 200,000 years ago, and of course they got a lot of skulls from like 10,000 years ago, because that's like closer, you know, but like, and those are like like murdering humans, stuff like that, so so when you look at it, that's what they found, and based on what they found, what they found, they say that now we have evolved. We never always been in this shape and size and speed, and we never always was walking like this. We was first we was crawling, stuff like that, climbing trees and shit and all that shit, and then we started and then we started walking, getting up and actually walking, using our 2 feet and walking, and we changed our diets over the years, and we started eating meat, and we started developing weapons, and we started doing all this stuff. Okay, so once they observed that, they was like, hold on, there is a evolution going on here. You know, we've never always do the same thing. And even if you look at modern day, bro, there was no internet like 100 years ago, bro. Now we got internet. People is learning way more things. People is doing way more things. And more people is getting richer and richer. And more people is, you know, getting, you know, successful. This is not how we used to live before. You know, it was way more people that was, you know, messed up and fucked up before, because there wasn't no stuff like internet, you know, stuff like, you know, the telephone, you know, and all that stuff. All that is, you know, the lights, you know, because we can work at night and day right now, you know. We can use our, lights and work at nighttime, you know. And daytime we got the sun and shit. So we good, you know. This has developed us to more things, okay? So when they looked at DNA, okay, they looked at humans' DNA, okay, and they compared to like chimpanzee DNA. We have some of a similar DNAs, okay? That means we have some common ancestors, okay? Somehow we had divided from them and we became us, okay? And that happened everywhere in life. Sometimes people grow, outgrow other people and they start doing different shit, and before you know, their whole generation is, it's on a whole different path, and not just that whole generation, but that whole physique, wealth, money, everything is all in a whole different path. So that can actually happen. So we probably left them, on the trees, and we started walking on the, sand, and we started, making tools, and we started building houses, and we started, doing all this other stuff, and we started developing language. Most people say language wasn't developed until 50,000 years ago. Like the true written language now that we have, like maybe like 50,000 years ago, okay? And people didn't really start writing and knowing it like till about like maybe 15 or like 10,000 years ago. That's when people started like writing and dribbling on everywhere, and stuff like that. But at the same time, we was developing it, okay? We developed clothes, we developed different shit, we never used to wear clothes before, so we developed it though, we developed different shit, technologies to get us from A to B and all that shit. So how come how can you say that we haven't evolved, like mentally, physically, and spiritually, everything, how can you say that we haven't evolved? Like, you gotta look at it like, that's why I said the Bible is a lie. Don't even read that shit, it's a lie. And I say the Quran is a lie too, But I say, the Quran, in the Quran somewhere they talk about Big Bang Theory too, but like they don't want to be all the way honest with that shit, because, that's just what they, that's just what they want to, sell people. They want to sell people like hope and shit and heaven and hell and all that shit. So they're not going to tell you the whole shit. But like, yeah, bro, like Big Bang, that's what started this shit, It might not even be the Big Bang, but it might be something else. But this wasn't started by no like God or whatever, created this shit. No, like, nah. Like this shit started on its own, okay? Most people don't know, but like the Big Bang Theory is the most, provable theory that we have right now. So, and we need to just look at it and be like, and water, when water come on Earth, that's where life started on Earth. Life started in the water. If you put water outside, the water will start life by itself. You don't gotta put no animal in that water. But if you put water outside, before you know, there will be animals coming out of that water, because water is organic. Water is really what start everything. Water has oxygen and nitrogen in it, so it can start life, okay? So that's how life started on Earth, and that's how things started. Things started in the water, and then they got out, okay? look, even today we have things that are in the water and they can go out like turtles and crocodiles and you know, and we even can go swim in the water. You know, we know how to navigate in the water, you know, and then come out and walk on earth and stuff like that. So even though we've lost our capacity to stay underwater for a long period of time, and we've lost, you know, all that stuff because we haven't stayed in the water for like 2-3 million years ago. Yeah, like maybe 4-5 million years ago, you never know. So we haven't stayed in the water for like a long time. So that's why we can't really breathe underwater for that long, you know. But like animals that have stayed in the water for that long time, they can breathe in the water for that long, you know. We have a vertebrae. A lot of animals have a vertebrae, okay? What makes you think that they're not our ancestors, okay? They have a vertebrae, like literally, you know. They have some animals have hands just like us, bro. Like literally, you will see their hands, they look like human hands, okay? Literally. And some of them, they can make speech, bro. Dogs can understand what you're saying, okay? Literally, you know, they just cannot talk back. The other day, actually, I saw a video on Instagram, and there was there was this dog singing TEMS song, you know, Tam song, you know, the musician from Nigeria and stuff, you know, and the dog was singing, hitting the notes and stuff. And who said that they don't really, you know, feel the music like we feel the music? Who said that they don't really communicate like we communicate? Animals can communicate. You know, how you think they have communities and they have different shit, bro? Literally, you know. So they know structure, they know community, they know all that stuff. So stop acting like animals are just like some dumbass shit out there, bro. No, okay? Literally, a dog can feel your energy, you know. Can tell what, even look, if you yell at a dog or all that shit, a dog can know, oh, this motherfucker yelling at me, this and that. A dog smart as hell, bro. Not just a dog, a dolphin smart. A parrot can talk, okay, can talk back and imitate your sound. The same sound you make, it can imitate it. So all those things, all those animals have a lot of similarities to us, okay? Who say that we wasn't sharing the common ancestor back then, okay? So who said that we wasn't, you know, cousins back then? You never know. But like, you can laugh at this video and you can be like, yeah, you know, yeah, the animal is your cousin. Nah, like, no, that's not even, you can do that, but like, that's childish. You gotta think deeper what I'm trying to say. Like, you gotta be like, you know, you gotta think deeper. You gotta be like, you know, this nigga trying to say something, okay? And I'm trying to say something, bro. Like, yeah, evolution is real. Like, that shit real, bro. Like, look at how we grow, okay? How we come from, like, we come from an embryo, okay? An embryo in the stomach, okay? Like, literally, first of all, we even come from a sperm and an egg. And those things, right? Once they start growing, they once they merge together, start growing, they transform that whole time, every day, until they get to a whole, like, little baby in the stomach. And after that, they grow. When they get out, you know, they keep the growth stuff going, you know. So we keep growing and growing and growing. And after we stop growing, like, physically, after we stop growing physically, we also grow mentally, you know. We keep growing mentally, and that's just evolution, bro. That's just how it works, okay? Like, don't let the pastor lie to you, bro. Don't let the pastor lie to you. Don't let the shed man over there at the mosque lie to you. You know, don't let the people lie to you, bro. Don't, you know, because they will lie to you. They will tell you, oh, nah, you know, God created us and all this and that, you know. Bullshit, lies, and it ain't gonna take you nowhere. You know, you gotta open up your mind. You gotta know, you know, shit, I can always evolve, you know. You don't have to evolve physically. You can always evolve mentally or spiritually, you know. You can always get out of the situation you're in, you know, by evolving, okay? You can always do that, okay? That's how we came up with everything. That's how we came up with tools, clothes, cars, telephones, internet, and all that shit. We came up with it because we kept inventing, bro. We kept thinking, bro. We kept growing, bro, and we kept, using our ideas and, and bringing them into life. Okay, that's how you also evolve. That's how you also evolve. Okay, that's how you um that's how you also evolve, and that's how you make sure that you stay, make sure that you stay, you know elevating, you stay growing, so because like elevation in life is your choice. You can choose. You can choose. Hold on, let me fix the camera. Like, elevation in life is your choice. Okay, elevation in life is your choice. You can choose to stay the same, like other animals chose to stay, you know, or you can choose to climb higher, or you can choose to do different shit.